Welcome to another slightly wonky edition of the Cadenas recap videos.
Do we need to get a more rigid tripod?
Well, we just need to start getting somebody to hold it forward.
Yeah, I know. It's so much easier when we have people.
If you are watching this and you do enjoy them, please like our Facebook page and share this video. Obviously, the more people, you might get friends watching this and wanting to start to try and tango with it. And obviously, the more people get to tango and the more advertisement out there for tango, the better. Also, the same if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon to get notifications, and hit the thumbs up. So, today's cast, we had a request to do some stuff for Vals. So, we started off with talking about Vals music, about how it's got strong beats, which can be the slow beats, and we might refer to them as the slow beats, which can be either in 4, 3, or 2. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or the equivalent of 3 and 2, and then those beats are subdivided into 3. So you get 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, and that gives us variations of what we want to dance on. So we can dance on every one of the slow beats, we can dance on every one of the quick beats, but that gets a bit messy after a while. Therefore, it's going to be done in very small sections of your dance. You can dance on 2 beats out of those 3, so you can go on the 1, the 2. 2 and the 3 in some cases, or quite often the 3 and the 1 as well. So we did some exercises just getting used to moving to the music. What we actually found was that most people would just actually dance to the melodies because they would be accented certain beats, and it facilitates dancing without having to actually physically count all the way through, so it gives a more organic feel. As far as moves are concerned, we looked at Cadenas. So Cadenas are chains in tango, and we looked at the external and the internal Cadena, which is where we have a problem with this video, because these are travelling steps and take up quite a large amount of space. The good thing about these steps being a chain, where links are in a chain are always the same, so but turned through 90 degrees, you can consider these to be the same concept for these cadenas. So the steps for both leaders and followers are very similar, but they're offset by 2 steps. So a cadena contains 4 steps for each person in the sequence, and they're offset by 2, which you can consider as your phase shift, if you want to consider it from a scientific point of view. There are some slight modifications to these if you're doing the external cadena, which we'll start off with. So the steps for the leader, we'll do these individually. First is stepping forward with the left foot, arching the foot around, stepping to the side, stepping back and around behind with the left foot, closing the feet together, changing weight, and that's considered the 4-step pattern. You're ready then to go into your next one. So the beauty of the step is that it's like a chain, you can continue it, so you're stepping forward, to the side, back, around, and for each one of those sort of 4-step sections, you ideally want to turn through 360 degrees. So these are the steps for the follower now.
So as for the follower, we're going to start with stepping back on our left. We're then going to take another step back on our right. We're then going to start pivoting as our leader turns around us. So usually we tuck this foot into a cross so that the leader has a bit more space. It means when we pivot round, we can come forward and out. We're going to take our side step, and then we're back into our back step, and then our second back step.
So the main difference between the leader steps and the follower steps is where the lead, after this back step on the left, leaders close their feet together and change weight. The followers step back and then step back again. So when we put that together, we have to get into this. So it's in the cross system of dance or movement or walking. So I'm going to take a side step to my left, change my weight onto my right foot, twist the follower slightly as if I'm going to take her into a back ocho, and then as I lead her into that back step, I'm going to step around her, so my left foot is coming external to her, so it's coming on her closed side, stepping forward. She then steps back, I'm going to step to the side. I can push into her leg to cause that little layer. I step back and around with my left foot. She is stepping around me, and we can do as many of these as we like. We can change how much rotation we get, so we can make this go around enclosed spaces, so we can make this go around in this space if we so wanted to. So that was the external cadena. Obviously, if there's an external one, there must be an internal one. So the steps for this are very, very similar. So from the leader's point of view, we are going to be stepping forward the left foot. When we do it in partnership, you'll see the difference where I'm stepping. We're stepping around the follower with the right foot, so again, exactly the same so far. We're then going to put ourselves into a back step and around the follower, so again, exactly the same. We're then going to close our feet together and change weight. So this again is exactly the same as the steps we did for the external cadena. However, there is a modification which you'll often see, which makes it slightly different. So stepping forward on the left, same, side on the right, the same, back on the left, the same, and then instead of closing the feet together, we're going to bring it into the cross and use the cross to turn and change weight here, ready to step forward with the left foot. So for followers,
so for the follower steps, begins the same. So we're taking the left foot back. We're then going to bring our right foot in front of our left into a cross position, because the leader's going to be travelling on the open side of the embrace. We can't take that foot back because his leg is in the way. So the only way you can move that foot backwards is to cross it. We're then going to rotate with the leader, change weight onto the front foot, which releases our left foot, which we're going to come forward out of. We're going to aim to go between the leader's legs, and that transfer of weight then knocks the leader into that cross position. And then we're going to take our side step, and then we're back to going back again into our cross.
so together, again we have to get to the cross system of walking. So with the side step to the left, the change of weight, I'm going to take the follower back into the back ocho, as if we're going to take her into the back ocho, so she's stepping back. Now, this is where things change. Instead of stepping onto her closed side, I'm going to step through her legs. And then as I transfer my weight onto her, ready to take my side step, this puts her into this cross position. I'm going to step around her, lean her into me slightly, which causes the weight to come onto that front step. And I step back and around. Her weight is now on her right foot, so she can step.
Sorry.
She hasn't got COVID.
No.
She's now going to step forward on her left foot, which is going between my feet, so it's the same as what the leader did to the follower earlier, which then knocks my foot into this cross, and then as she steps to the side around me, I can transfer my weight onto my front foot. She steps back on her left, which allows me to go through into the next chain, and this is how we link them all together, which also means we can go through between the external and the internal cadena by simply swapping where I'm stepping with my left foot, whether I go between her feet or out onto the closed side of the embrace. As far as actually dancing this socially is concerned, you'll find the external cadena is far more popular than the internal one, and you probably won't see many people do the internal one at a general milonga, but these are good movements to use for us, because we've got this motion of when we actually dance these steps, either the leader moves around the follower, and the follower is effectively standing still, and the follower's coming out, and you've got these four-step patterns. You end up actually falling into the Vals timing quite naturally. So one of them will be moving on the 1 and the 2, or somebody else there might be moving on the 2 and the 4, and you get this sort of nice circular feeling to the dance, as well as actually a circular motion going on down the floor. Anyway, thank you for watching. We hope you're still keeping well. If you'd like to join us in our class, please message us. We're always online, and see you next week. Thank you for watching this Urban Tango Nights recap. If you like these videos, please subscribe to our channel by clicking the logo. You can find more of our class summaries down here, and other videos of us dancing tango over here. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Meetup. Links are in the description below, and you can also subscribe to our newsletter using the link below.